Republic with liberty and justice for all.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you all for joining us. Nice to see a large turnout. And we'll be tilted to that side. Please let the record reflect that all board members are present. Any announcements? Any members of the public wishing to speak on an agenda item? Thank you. Can I have a motion for the approval of minutes as contained in your backup? Second. Discussion? All in favor? Opposed? Motion carries. Okay, what you all came for on that side of the room. Recognitions.
Mr. Moran?
Good evening. Great to see so many students here tonight. Really impressive, and congratulations for everyone being recognized here tonight. West Islip Strategy. And it's great to see the Ranger jersey up front there. Good job. 2 months school last time I heard. 2-1. This past fall, we had another very successful athletic season. We had many of our teams do very well in competition, and as well as doing very well in the classroom. 8 of our 12 Washington teams were recognized by the New York State Athletic Association as scholar athlete teams, and which is 90, a grade of 90 or higher as a team, cumulative average. And when you add the other 14 Washington teams to it, it was 89.7, so they just missed having all 12 teams recognized as scholar athlete teams, which is a great accomplishment. On behalf of the Board of Education, it gives me great pleasure to be able to recognize our all varsity student athletes who earned all county honors here tonight. Many of them received additional honors. We're going to be recognizing the all county honors here tonight. Many of our student athletes are multi-sport athletes, so some of them are involved in winter athletics, but it's still nice to be able to recognize them here tonight in public. Game plan is, athletes, when they call your name, please come on up the steps, come on up in front of the stage, be recognized, and then at the end we will take a group picture. All right, starting us out, all county varsity gymnastics, Kimberly Arena. Emily McGrain and Alyssa Walkman. Varsity tennis, all county, Leanna Paulson. I thought I saw Mr. Paulson here.
They're here.
Okay. I'm moving forward. Varsity girls swimming, all county, Jackie Triglia. And when student athletes earn all state honors, I like to give them a little extra recognition here. Jackie was an all-state swimmer first as well, placing in the state tournament. Boys varsity soccer, academic all county, Matt Swielger. Girls varsity soccer, all county, Melissa Corey and Jaden Hamble. And boys varsity cross country, all county, Andrew Paulus. Girls varsity volleyball, academic all county, Brooke Russo. Varsity football, all county, Mike LaDonna, Tom Armetta, Kyle Happ, Patrick Cunningham, Jack Pollock, and Christian Esperon. Varsity field hockey, all county, Darcy Wallace. And how about a nice round of applause for our all county athletes.
evening, everyone. This evening gives me great pleasure to recognize several of our high school outstanding musicians that have achieved accolades on the county, state, eastern seaboard, and national level. And we do have quite a few names, so if you can hold your applause to the end, that would be greatly appreciated. I had an opportunity to see many of these musicians perform up in Rochester at our All-State Conference, and later you'll hear about our All-National student who performed in Orlando, and we'll be going to Pittsburgh in April for All-Eastern as well. Avery Alessi, Mid-Island Band. Anthony Ball, Mid-Island Band and Nassau Suffolk Bands. Aaron Devon, All-County Mixed Chorus. Patrick Boland, All-County Band, All-State Symphonic Band, Nassau Suffolk Band. Mary Ellen Boucher, All-County Mixed Chorus, All-State Mixed Chorus. Zachary Brewer, Mid-Island Band, Nassau Suffolk Bands. Dylan Bruno, Mid-Island Band and Nassau Suffolk Bands. Matthew Camerano, Mid-Island Band, Nassau Suffolk Bands, and Usdan. Drake Castagway, Nassau Suffolk Bands. Eve Castagway, Mid-Island Band and Nassau Suffolk Bands. Faith Chen, Long Island String Festival. Aidan Seslick, Metropolitan Youth Orchestra, Mid-Island Band. Sean Coppola, Mid-Island Band. Nicole DeSaro, Mid-Island Band. Taylor Davies, Gemini Youth Orchestra and Long Island String Festival. Jonathan Delanoy, Mid-Island Band, Nassau Suffolk Band, and Usdan. Amanda DiToronto, Long Island String Festival. Caleb Dwyer, Mid-Island Band. Matthew Falkenmeyer, All-County Mixed Chorus, All-State Mixed Chorus, and Mid-Island Band. Kieran Farrell, Mid-Island Band and Nassau Suffolk Bands. Shannon Feminella, All-County Treble Chorus, Mid-Island Band. William Fix, All-County Band, Nassau Suffolk Bands. Mark Frazier, Metropolitan Youth Orchestra. Grace Gallagher, All-County Orchestra, All-State Symphony Orchestra, Long Island String Festival. Aaron Glass, Nassau Suffolk Bands. Kylie Horan, All-County Treble Chorus. Joseph Inversia, All-County Orchestra, All-State Symphony Orchestra, Long Island String Festival, Metropolitan Youth Orchestra. Thomas Interante, Mid-Island Band and Nassau Suffolk Bands. Hayden Ivey, Mid-Island Band, Nassau Suffolk Bands. Derek Kim, Nassau Suffolk Bands. Marina Langford, Mid-Island Band. Dylan Latarja, Mid-Island Band. Lauren Leonardi, All-County Mixed Chorus, All-Eastern Treble Chorus, and All-National Mixed Choir. Jack Lacurdo, Mid-Island Band, Nassau Suffolk Bands. Elizabeth Lundquist, Metropolitan Youth Orchestra. Alexandra Mahaney, Mid-Island Band. David Mahaney, Long Island String Festival. Maxwell Mastriani, Mid-Island Band and Nassau Suffolk Band. Mitchell Mastriani, Mid-Island Band. Robert Matten, Nassau Suffolk Bands. Jana Mazzella, Mid-Island Band. Emma Musial, Long Island String Festival. Matthew Oldacre, All-County Band. Corey O'Neill, Mid-Island Band and Nassau Suffolk Bands. Catherine Caduceus, All-County Treble Chorus and All-State Mixed Chorus. Andrew Palmer, Nassau Suffolk Bands. Marissa Pastore, All-County Band and Metropolitan Youth Orchestra. Peter Pastore, Mid-Island Band. Diana Raffa, Mid-Island Band. Ryan Rafferty, Nassau Suffolk Band. Taylor Rakovic, Metropolitan Youth Orchestra. Teresa Rand, Mid-Island Band. Sophia Randazzo, Nassau Suffolk Bands. Delaney Rivera, All-County Mixed Chorus. Vincent Santini, Mid-Island Band. Kyle Tran, Gemini Youth Orchestra. Tristan Tran, Gemini Youth Orchestra. Evan Tromer, All-County Band, Nassau Suffolk Bands. Nicholas Vega, Mid-Island Band, Nassau Suffolk Bands. Anthony Venezia, All-County Mixed Chorus. Jack Walsh, All-County Band. Marion Wegenar, All-State Mixed Chorus and All-County Treble Chorus. Michael Wass, Mid-Island Band. And Charles Zito, All-County Mixed Chorus and All-State Alternate. Let's have a round of applause for our outstanding musicians.
Okay, so we want to get a picture of everybody. So people up here, so we have to tighten up a little bit. If those that are a little bit taller, we'll have to stand. We need to turn around and talk. Okay, and everybody look at this. Look at me. Okay, everybody from here on, kind of go this way and line up closer to each other, please. Scoot in, scoot in, scoot in. Come on, you gotta get closer. Gotta go, gotta keep on going. All right, same thing with this side. Can you four girls come forward? Yeah, come on, come forward. And the taller guys, stand behind them, please. Taller guys, come on. But can you scoot in a little bit more? This side also. And bring yourself this way. Not a professional. We have some more room over here. Couple of people in the front, come over there, please. Couple got people in the front, come over here. There we go. Giselle, all the way over. Over by Mr. Allbinder. Over by Mr. Allbinder. All right. Now, can you come forward, please, in the ranger jacket? Thanks. All right. Does everybody see me? If you can see me, I hope I can see you. Certificates up, facing all up, right side up. No, it's just not upside down. Please, thanks. All right, we got it now. Indeed. Excuse me, I'm gonna have to back up a little. All right, perfect. We got it. Now you have to smile. Super, thanks, got it.
Probably better than that camera. Anyway.
to all our athletes and musicians. And now personnel, Mrs. Burns.
Thank you, Mr. Kelly. May I have a motion for the approval of a leave of absence pursuant to BEMLA for Andrea Agravante, World Languages, effective January 2nd or March 26th, 2019.
Discussion? All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Motion carries.
May I have a motion for the approval of a leave of absence for Barbara Soslow, special ed aid, special education aid, effective January 2nd to June 26th, 2019.
Second. Discussion? All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Motion carries.
May I have a motion for the approval of the appointment of regular substitute Christine Antipis, special education leave replacement, effective December 22nd, 2018 through June 26th, 2019. So moved.
Second. All in favor? Opposed? Motion carries.
Now, a motion for the approval of an amendment to retirement date for Nancy Forst, senior office assistant, effective February 28th, 2019.
Discussion? All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Motion carries.
May I have a motion for the approval of the probationary appointment of Vicki Wolf, senior office assistant, 12 months, effective January 28th, 2019.
Second. Discussion? All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Motion carries.
May I have a motion for the approval of the probationary appointment of Lisa Chirelli, senior office assistant, 10 months, effective February 28th, 2019.
Discussion? All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Motion carries.
May I have a motion for the approval of the probationary appointment of Diane Freitas, bus driver, effective January 14th, 2019.
Second. Discussion? All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Motion carries.
May I have a motion for the approval of the resignation of Tamika Grubb, special education aide, effective January 3rd, 2019.
Second. Discussion? All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Motion carries.
May I have a motion for the approval of the amendment to the adult education fall 2018 rates as listed in your backup.
Discussion? All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Motion carries.
May I have a motion for the approval of the adult education instructors for spring 2019 as listed in your backup.
Second. Discussion? All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Motion carries.
May I have a motion for the approval of the club's advisors for 2018-19 as listed in your backup.
Second. Discussion? All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Motion carries.
May I have a motion for the approval of the enrichment instructors as listed in your backup.
Second. Discussion? All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Motion carries.
May I have a motion for the approval of the substitute teachers as listed in your backup.
Second. Discussion? All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Motion carries.
May I have a motion for the approval of the substitute teaching assistants as listed in your backup.
Discussion? All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mrs. Burns. And Dr. Wu, very good.
And good evening and happy new year to everyone. Although it's really hard to believe, we were already looking for the next school year as we look at our course offerings. We are working on that to offer to our students so they can start the scheduling process for the 2019-2020 school year. And as we have moved to next year, we'll be offering more opportunity for our 8th grade students to be taking Algebra 1. We have changed our curriculum in our 7th grade offerings, and so we have our principles of algebra that we have all students taking, some with some additional support with that to be successful, but we're monitoring that very carefully. What we're looking for to see is how our students are performing so that they are fully prepared to have that opportunity to take Algebra 1 in 8th grade. And I'm really very pleased to report that we have, at the mastery level, we have over 62% of our students that are performing there. So I think the curriculum work and the hard work of our math teachers in 7th grade it really has been paying off. So I'm excited to see how that continues throughout the school year. We also have recently, the Board of Regents did revise the CTE portion of the Commissioner regulations for middle schoolers. And the provisions say that all middle level students are entitled to 1 and 3/4 unit career and technical education, and that instruction can begin as early as 5th grade, and that it can be delivered by teachers certified with any title in the CTE content area. So to support that, the curricular guidance framework has just been developed, and in collaboration with teachers, CTE teachers throughout the state, and they have offered 33 modules for us to be looking at. They just came out, and so we have a team of looking at those modules to see if they could enhance our middle school program. We've already made some significant changes, and we want to make sure that we have some additional opportunities, if possible, while we're also reading those requirements. And we continue to have our focus groups at the elementary level. We have hit every grade level from kindergarten through 5th grade, with the exception of 3rd grade, which will be in next week, and professional development. And we're currently working on these interdisciplinary approach of mapping out the skills and concepts that we want children to know and be able to do at a month. So throughout the whole content area, so that we could really help support about integrating all the disciplines together, so that elementary teachers can really kind of meld that and go back to those thematic approaches to working with our students. That's it. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Lewis. Mr. Brady will discuss the meeting of the Finance Committee.
Thank you, Mr. Geller. The Finance Committee met on January 8th, 2019 in the district boardroom. Committee members present were Paul Mahalik. The board members in attendance were Mr. Geller, Mr. Antonello, and Mr. O'Connor. Administrators present were our superintendent, Bernadette Burns, and our assistant superintendent for business, Islip. Other members present were Deborah Falcon, our treasurer, and Pat Plumpton, our internal claims auditor. The purpose of the meeting, as always, was to review warrants for the month and discussion of pertinent fiscal matters. The meeting was called to order at 7:35 p.m. Under the Treasurer's report, the school district funds for November 2018 were presented and accepted by the committee. The payroll summary report for November 2018 was presented and accepted by the committee. Financial statements for November 2018 were presented and accepted by the committee. The internal claims audit report for December 2018 was presented and accepted by the committee. The systematic audit trail for December 2018, there were no changes, were presented and accepted by the committee. And the payroll certification for 12/14/2018 and 12/28/2018 were presented and accepted by the committee. The committee reviewed the warrants. The Finance Committee received the warrants that day. And the committee also reviewed board agenda finance items, and the committee reviewed the approval of budget transfers, which were presented and accepted by the committee for submission to the board tonight. We also have approval of surplus items who are listed in the agenda, which were presented and accepted by the committee for submission to the board. We have approval of resolutions that are listed in the agenda for tonight, and they were presented and accepted by the committee for submission to the board. And the approval of the 2018-19 contract for Dr. Edward Petrosky, that's also in the agenda, and that was presented and accepted by the committee for submission to the board. And lastly, the committee discussed that Cullen and Danowski, our internal auditors, will be coming to the February 26th planning session, and they will be discussing their risk assessment update. The meeting was adjourned at 7:43 p.m.
Thank you, Mr. Brady. Mr. O'Connor will discuss the meeting of the Buildings and Grounds Committee.
Thank you, Mr. Keller. Good evening, everybody. The Buildings and Grounds Committee met this past Tuesday, January 8th, for its district office. Committee members present were myself and Mr. Mahalik. Board members in attendance were Mr. Geller and Mr. Antonello. Administrators present were Mrs. Burns, Mr. Foxy, and Mrs. Pilati. Others present were representatives from BBS and SCC, which are the district architect and general contractor for the bond project. And the meeting was called to order at 7:45 p.m. Both BBS and SCC gave the committee an update on the ongoing bond project. Some of the items discussed included from Phase 2B work. When the pool is ready for the next scheduled inspection, there will be a follow-up inspection on the new liner that was installed on the bond project. Update on some Phase 2C work. The Lexan window replacements are completed, and there's only a few punch list items remaining, including some replacement glass pieces that were damaged in shipment. Update on Phase 3 work. The parapet wall in front of the Performing Arts Center is almost completed. Scaffolding is down, and the last material to complete the project should be in shortly. There were some miscellaneous HVAC works that will be completed, and the new front signs for both middle schools are anticipated to be installed shortly. And the high school varsity baseball field is all prepared for the installation of the new infield turf. The turf delivery is anticipated any day, and our contractors are working with Land Tech to schedule the install. Update on phase 4 work. This includes some significant roof replacement work on district buildings and substantial renovation of the high school planetarium. SED submission will be made in the near future with anticipated SED approval, hopefully around April 2019, with immediate bidding for the summer 2019 construction. An update on the new district-wide security vestibules was discussed with the committee. Submission was made to SED in September, and the third-party review request was also made in October. There were a number of comments and addendum responses. Architectural sign-off was achieved on this past Tuesday, January 8th, and the project goes back to SED Facilities Planning for final review and approval. Bidding will take place immediately following SED's approval. DBS is working hard to try to expedite all approvals so the work can be scheduled promptly. Construction is anticipated to commence in late spring 2019. Construction at some buildings will not begin until the summer of 2019 due to the nature of the work. Lastly, an update was provided on the work for the new technology engineering lab and music suite in the high school. SED submission is anticipated by February with the goal to complete the work by September 1st, 2019, but the high school music staff has been advised that they may need to have a backup contingency plan should this work run a little longer than anticipated, and the meeting was adjourned at approximately 9 p.m.
Thank you, Mr. O'Connor. And Mrs. DeRosa will discuss the meeting of the Education Committee.
Thank you very much. I am sitting here for our friends in the state of O'Neill, who is, cannot speak, he's playing anyway. Tonight,
He's milking it.
tonight we had our meeting of the Education Committee here at the district office, President Moore, myself, Dan Ruland, Vernon Burns, Steve Geller, who else can you say? Brady was there, Paul was there, and Kevin was there, and Ms. Antonello, who did not speak. We had a lovely presentation tonight by Mrs. Lori Director, who is our new Director of Counseling for the school district. And she gave us an overview of what her vision is for the department, how she is introducing some different concepts into the counseling world, how we are focused on continuity of services through from kindergarten all the way up to 12th grade, focusing on everything from college and career readiness to also asking the question, not so much what do our counselors do, but how can our counselors affect the student body? And I thought that was very profound. I'm happy to have you, Ms. Director. Thank you so much for bringing that burst of energy into the department. We really appreciate the great presentation, and keep us focused on what you're doing.
And Mr. McGinnis will discuss the Committee on Special Ed, Preschool Special.
Thank you. The committee met today in the district office. Committee members present were Ms. Rosa and myself. Administrators present, Dr. Ruland, Jean Downing, and Gail Garvey, the assistant director. Overall, it was a fairly quiet month. They began the prep for the annual review process was begun. We discussed the student placement, and that was it. And the meeting adjourned at about 8:15.
Thank you, Mr. McGinnis. And Mr. Mahalik will discuss the Health and Wellness Committee.
Good evening. The Health and Wellness Committee met on Tuesday, January 9th at 9:30 a.m. Members present were Tim Moran, Rhonda Pratt, Tricia Maletti, Julie Canestra, Monica Foley, Sharon Kerrigan, Erin Guys, Priscilla Olson, Colleen DeVoe, Richard McKay, myself, Barbara Henke, Zeronia Percudania, Christine Cassi. I said anyone's name wrong, I really am sorry about that. First, we welcome and introduction to 3 new members, of which I could say I'm proud to be one of them. Second was the financial report that we went over. Third, we talked about smartphones and social media. It was discussed with health and wellness, email, sample agreements, and talking points pertaining to adolescent smartphone use. We discussed family monitoring of apps and providing information to community. Such apps are Family Link, Circle, and Options. Then we discussed mental health. In this, we discussed brainstorming initiatives to enhance student mental health. Discuss potential apps where mental health concerns can be submitted. New concerns of digital self-harm and self-bullying. And discuss mental health initiatives. Next, we discussed newsletter topics, of which some were difficult news, Fortnite and kids with ADHD, vaping and drug use, and a hotline crisis phone numbers such as social hosts. And then over new and old business, discuss security measures / security apps, mindfulness initiatives, and offering family night activities such as a yoga night, which we're hoping that will happen in early spring. The meeting ended at about 10:40 a.m. and our next meeting will be Tuesday, February 12th, 2019 at 9:30 at the cafeteria at Paul J. Brewer.
Thank you, Mr. Pollock. And Mrs. Pilati will discuss financial matters and business items.
Thank you. Our treasurer's report for the month of November had a beginning balance of $28,240,463.27 and an ending balance of $18,362,170.11. May I have a motion for the approval of budget transfers 3578 through 3585 for the general fund and 3581 through 3583 for the capital fund?
So moved.
Second.
Discussion? All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Motion carries.
May I have a motion for the approval of miscellaneous surplus AV equipment district-wide?
So moved.
Second.
Discussion? All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Motion carries.
May I have a motion for the approval of change orders for Crossroads and Land Tech as listed on the agenda?
So moved.
Second.
Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
May I have a motion for the approval of the 2018-19 contract for Dr. Edward Petrosky?
So moved.
Second.
Discussion? All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Motion carries.
May I have a motion for the approval of resolutions for the acceptance of a donation from Alliance Energy for $500 for the West Islip High School and the related increase to the budget for 2018-19?
So moved.
Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Bellotti. Can I have a motion for the approval of the stipulation and agreement regarding student A contained in your back?
So moved.
Second.
Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. I just want to say, I hope everybody enjoyed time off, if you had it, and wish you all a very happy and healthy new year. Mrs. Burns?
Thank you, Mr. Geller, and I would like to reiterate the same. Happy and successful New Year to all. We are approaching the end of the first semester. Hard to believe that we are that far along in the new year. One of the great things about education is that there always seems to be a new year, whether it's September or January 1 or February 1 or July 1, actually. So just something else to look forward to, a new semester. I'd also like to direct everyone's attention to our Facebook page. I know that most of you are aware that it exists, but we are really going full steam ahead. There's a lot of great things that are going on around the district, and so much of that is featured on that page. So please, by all means, take a look and see all the good work that's going on by all of our staff members and all of our students to really support our community and our community of learners. And finally, I'd like to remind everyone, and you will be getting a text and an email reminder from me over the weekend, there is a blood drive at Beach Street on Monday. There is a critical need for blood. If you can donate, please consider that, 4 to 8:30 at Beach Street on Monday afternoon. Thank you, Mr. Geller.
Thank you, Mrs. Burns. Also like to remind everyone, or let you know, that the DEC is holding a public meeting regarding the Zeus remediation effort on January 29th at 6 p.m. In the Beach Street cafeteria. So everybody's welcome. Please come on in. What's that? Yeah, we'll be sending out a reminder, but please make sure to attend, very important stuff.
Please tell your neighbors and friends if they're concerned about what's going to happen in the high school parking lot, that they should attend this meeting and ask questions now.
Also, we are quickly approaching our next budget season. We'll be releasing the dates of the workshops shortly. So we, as always, invite everybody to attend. This is kind of the same situation where now would be the time to do it. You know, that's really the right form. A lot of people kind of don't follow along, and then after we've adopted the budget, they come with suggestions, complaints, you know, opinions, you name it. And by then, like I said, we've already adopted the budget. So really the best time to be heard is during the budget work sessions. Are there any members of the public wishing to speak? No. Alrighty then. Can I have a motion to adjourn to executive session where we will discuss personnel, negotiations, and litigation? At the conclusion of executive session, the board will reconvene a public session in the district office boardroom to consider any items for which a vote is required. Of course, that is a public session. All members of the public are welcome to attend that part.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion? All in favor? Opposed? Motion carries. Yeah, any of you guys need stuff signed? Bring it down.
We know why you're here. We know that you just